Yeah, buddy, what is up? Welcome to Duct Tape Dynasty. I am the Duct Tape Dude.
I'm the dude.
And it is the conference championship week of the NFL. I can't believe we're already there. This is insane what is going on. The season has gone so fast. This is the second show of the week, by the way. Last show, though, was actually an F1 show. So if you're at all into F1, if you've done the Drive to Survive thing or anything like that, go check that out because we did a collab with some guys from the Turn One podcast. That was awesome. Dave said I sucked, but whatever. I thought I did okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Those guys were the guests, and they were awesome. And then I got to do some stuff on their show, and they actually do a show where they edit, so they edited out all my stupidity, and so I wasn't even on the show. No, I'm kidding. It was pretty cool to see, but they did a great job. Great job. It was fun to be on their show. Thomas and Jeremiah, the Turn One podcast. Go check them out. Anyway, but before we get started tonight, do us a favor, minimize that screen, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you're already a subscriber, throw some comments in the chat. And I tell you what, here's some reasons why, because we're giving away jerseys. We've only got a couple shows left. We've got 3 shows left, including tonight, and we've got at least 3 jerseys left to give away. I got 2 jerseys right there that are Diggs jerseys, and we're giving any of those away. Now we're 29 shy of 300, and I tell you what, if we can get to 300, so tell your friends, all we got to do is get to 300 and then get us through the Super Bowl. We give away this jersey, a signed JSA authenticated Super Bowl I champion jersey. And if you don't believe me, here it is. Okay, I haven't shown it in a while. It's right here. There's the JSA authentication thingy. Anyway, it's legit. And if you want a jersey, you want a chance to win a jersey tonight, just put "sign me up" in the comments, and what the heck, we'll give away a jersey to somebody. We got to get rid of these things. So, but yeah, let's have a show, shall we? So, well, what the heck? I don't know. Yeah, I keep saying we. You only say me. There we go. I couldn't remember what I always say. There it is. There's our darn guest people, whatever, guest co-host. How are you, boys?
Great job.
Wow, was that a transition? Yeah, I thank you. Thank you. Jeez. Dude, I'm doing shift work right now, and it's a crazy schedule. Like, I go mornings, and then I go a really early morning, and then tomorrow I work till midnight, and it's
that just sounds awful.
It's awesome. No, I really like what I do. It's fun. So anyway, look who just showed up in the chat there. I think it's somebody you know.
Very important message. Hi, Mom.
There it is. All right, had to get that out of the way. Dano, how we doing, man? How's the week been? How's life?
Good. Nothing going on in the world, in terms of politics this week. So just laying low. So it actually it got to negative temps up here in Ohio. That might be common for some of you.
Welcome to my world,
Montana. That is not what I am built for. So it has been frigid up here. So
it's pretty cold down here too. Not like that though.
But, I heard they
pretty cold for you, like
some,
50. That's shorts weather for us.
Got
Josh.
some
Jesus.
snow down on the Gulf of America coast down
Gulf
there
of
Florida,
America.
so,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a troll! I love it. That's exactly what's going on with that. Anyway,
How's your week?
wow, my week is phenomenal. It's been insane. Like I said, had a podcast or show, I guess, 2 nights ago. And I enjoyed the heck out of it talking F1. It's good to have F1 back. I don't know if either of you guys are Drive to Survivors or anything like that.
Not,
but,
I don't have Netflix, otherwise I probably would be.
Yeah, well, you should, I'll give you my login. You'll be one of the 30
sold.
people logging in. Did I just say that
I'll
on the
use it.
internet? Anyway, Andrew, your
crap,
week,
you did.
how we doing? We okay?
It's going all right. It's not the greatest week on the planet, but that's just, we're coming back. It's a new semester. We're getting things figured out, and tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, we're getting there, though.
Friday.
We're getting there, though. But, hey, it's showtime, so what the heck? Let's have a show. That's always a good time. At least it is for me. So let's talk some NFL news, shall we, boys? First up on the slate, the Cowboys still suck. With with the Washington, I almost said Redskins, but I didn't say it. So thankfully I said Commanders.
You're safe.
Good job.
With the Commanders making the AFC, NFC championship, the NFC championship.
First time since 1991.
Yeah, it was this 91-92 season. Yeah. But now the Cowboys
Since
are
Mark Rippon back in the day.
Yeah, dude, it's like forever ago. I mean, Elway, I think, was still
Darryl
playing.
Green was
Anyway,
probably still around.
yeah. But yeah, so now the Cowboys themselves are in they're the longest active NFC championship drought, which is phenomenal. And yeah, I mean, I've said it on the show a million times, so it's no secret what I think, but I think the man in that picture, and I'm not talking about Dak, is the problem. Unfortunately, he's the owner, and I'm not nothing bad towards him. I just think his faculties may be sliding a little bit, and he's not making the best decisions for his team. In fact, one of them is this decision, possibly. Pete Carroll showing up. Dude, another retread, as they say. Jerry, come on, bro. Come on. Let's get rid of the Whataburger coffee buddies and let's move on to some modern NFL, right? Let's
I was going to say, I just want to talk to my buddies and talk about football, but I'm spending all the money because I don't care.
So what's your guys' take on this whole Cowboys situation? I mean, do they have any hope before, and I don't wish bad on him at all, but before Jerry's out of there, do they have any hope? There it is.
Say it every year.
No hope. No hope.
It's their
silence
year every year. Yeah, I don't know.
America's team. Hey, Faithletic, the podcast is in the chat. So hey, what's up, Dano? By the way, if you want to win a jersey, just type sign me up in the chat.
I gotta get Dano's opinion though. How does it feel that two of his biggest rivals are playing for a chance to go to the Super Bowl and he's watching it from the couch?
And so you're talking about not this Dano below
not
you.
Our Dano.
You're talking about the one in the
Your
comments,
Dano.
the one in the Faithletic. Well, he no hope is all he says.
No hope.
No hope.
What I'll say about the Cowboys is yes, even if they were in a not as competitive division, they're still not going to make the playoffs. However, if I'm a Cowboys fan, which I'm not, let me caveat that pretty strongly, which I'm not, I'd be hanging my hat on, hey, we're in a division with the two teams in the NFC Championship game. Like, what else was going to happen this year?
But you're also in the division with the Giants.
Yeah, well, you got that going for you, which is nice. Oh, man. Hey, by the way, check this out. Faithletic just said, sign me up in the chat. And so I'm pausing right here. Pausing it, boys. I'm giving away a jersey. Dano, you won a jersey. Faithletic is winning a jersey. You get a choice. We've got Diggs.
Philadelphia Eagles.
We got Diggs. It's a Bills Diggs.
Isn't the Diggs a kids medium?
Yeah. No, that's the Troy Polamalu. We got a Troy Polamalu that's a kid's jersey. It'll look great on the wall.
Polamalu.
And, we do have a Carr jersey from the Raiders. What teams he even play for now? So there's some great jerseys. Anyway, Dano.
We're really with the times.
Look, it's our money we're spending, and I don't have a lot of it, so I couldn't afford anything nice.
Oh, believe me, I get it.
Well, Dan, you just won a jersey. Unfortunately, none of them are Cowboys jerseys, but you could take your pick out of there, put it on the wall, give it away on your show, whatever. Just re-gift the sucker. Go. I don't care. But yeah, those Diggs jerseys, though, they're the red Bills ones. And those are pretty sweet. So he wants the car. It's yours, brother. I'll bring it to church on Sunday.
You just won a brand new car.
Brand new car. Yes. Yeah, we literally just gave away a car on the show. How about that?
Oh my goodness. Good job. Oh, thanks,
Take a breath. So anyway, the Faithletic guy that is in the chat and just happened to win a jersey. I said I was going to try to protect his identity with this next post, but what the heck? Now you know who it is. he's a Cowboys fan. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. And so I have a chat that is just absolutely beautiful. You've heard me reference it many a time. The previous show I was on with two other guys. One of them's a Chiefs fan, okay? And one of them's a Cowboys fan.
I'm sure that's great for entertainment right now.
It is. We still have the chat that is active, just like ours, for our show. And I'm in there, and every Sunday, it's so beautiful during football season because you've just got the two polar opposites, just total destruction and despair from the Cowboys and total jubilation and cheating from the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just fantastic. So anyway, yeah, I sent this to that chat, said, look, I'm just going to leave this right here and see what happens. And you can see what happened. A slew of text messages
Lou Holtz.
to include a recommendation of Lou Holtz. I love it, man.
To talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. By the way, my wife is maybe watching, I think, with your mom right now, Andrew, Agman.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she's
hey.
up in Montana now. So
yeah, just showed up today. So hey, thanks for watching. If you want to say sign me up, you paid for the jerseys. You can have one, whatever. I don't care. So anyway, so that's the entertaining chat. Take a picture of that and enjoy. But on the other side of the coin, the Chiefs and the flack that they get from this man. With Clay Martin as the referee, the Kansas City Chiefs are 7-0, baby. 7-0. It's
I
mean,
is he repping this coming weekend?
I don't know, but
probably.
I picked the wrong team if he is reffing. I should have looked at that. Anyway, here's some of the memes of the Kansas City
from the picture. Like he looks like Quagmire from Family
he's
Guy.
fantastic. But the memes were great. And of course, I screenshotted every single one of them and put them in the chat. And so what we just saw in the chat was the opposite earlier, because I was just trolling Mahomes and this whole situation. It was fantastic. So sorry, boys. I know that wasn't very interactive with you guys on that part, but that was entertaining as heck for me, and it's my show, so whatever.
There you go.
What's your guys' take, honestly, though, on the chefs? Now, we did see the just ridiculous, what was that penalty that they called roughing the passer
that
when he
wasn't
whiffed?
Anywhere close. They didn't
It was
touch him.
Basically an air ball, like
Yeah,
an
they
air ball
didn't
on the
touch him.
hit, kind of roughing the passer.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that's a tough one. What's your take on that, Dano? Is this just part of the NFL script, or what's going on here?
No, I think it's just the NFL referees calling it like the league has set the rules up that way. There's forcible contact to the head and neck area.
Oh my Lord!
Whether you think it was too rough or not, or thought it was just light, he was getting hit.
He didn't get hit.
They jumped over him.
They hit each other.
Maybe I'm talking. No. The one where he was sliding down.
Yeah.
In the third or fourth quarter, yeah, he was hit in the helmet by somebody's forearm.
I don't know. We might have to submit for a review on that one. We might have to go to the booth.
Yeah.
But I don't have a clip, so
here's my opinion of it. They need to change the rule, though. So I will give this to Patrick Mahomes. He is good at putting himself in a position where he gets hit, and then he's allowing the refs to make call it a judgment call that the refs are making, and it really is.
Right.
And it's just going in the Chiefs' favor.
Well, and
most of the time.
I mean, I'm not saying that the NFL is protecting Patrick Mahomes, but he is the Tom Brady of the NFL right now.
Yeah.
He's the new golden child of the NFL.
I just looked up the AFC championship game referee, and it's a guy named Cleet Blakeman. And the Chiefs' record when he is the referee is 3-4.
Okay, so it's an
so
even
you're
matchup.
saying there's a chance.
There it
And
is.
the Bills'
There
record
it
is
is.
5-2 with Blakeman refereeing. So
That's fantastic.
there
All
you
right.
go.
I
All
like it.
right. Well, I made a good pick then. Well, we'll get to it in a second, but first we got to get to the honor roll. Boys, we didn't even get a chance to talk about how we're going to do this, so I'll take the first one, which is going to be Jaden Daniels. Dano, you take the second. Andrew, you take the
Got
third. Let's see. I'll tell you who they
take
are,
four.
and yeah, I'll wrap this up. So Jaden Daniels, hey,
Hey.
is nominated was nominated for his performance last week. Dude, this rookie is absolutely going off. 22 of 31, 299 yards in the divisional round of the playoffs, 2 TDs to include 16 rush yards, or excuse me, 16 rushes, 51 yards, 122.9 rating. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Too
And the
shabby.
boy
Not
is a rookie.
too shabby.
So, guys, would you say, and sorry, Jaden Daniels, you, sir, are on a roll.
There you go.
And I'm sorry to interrupt this program, but do you guys think he wrapped up Rookie of the Year with his performance? I mean, right now,
The
still
The
going?
fact that he's still there, yeah, I think so.
Who's number 2?
Yeah.
Who's
Bowers or
challenge-
Bo Nix?
It's Bo
Are
Nix.
the
Yeah.
2 and
Who's
3?
challenging him for?
Well, he's not anymore.
What's his name? Your boy out in
Oh, Lad
LA Chargers.
McConkey?
There you go. Yeah, so he's up there in the top
he's in
5,
there.
I think. But he's yeah, I think Daniels clear number 1, and then in a distant second, Bo Nix or Bowers. I mean, I think Bowers has got to be number 2. Just I think he put
Maybe.
up the
Because
best
he's doing
tight
so
end
good
rookie
on the
season
Raiders.
ever. So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like that should actually count for something. Like he did outstanding, but he did it on the Raiders.
Yeah, I
squad.
know.
Like,
Like,
holy
there
smokes.
should
count.
literally be a sympathy vote. Like,
Yeah.
we need to implement that. Somebody give somebody a flag, and we'll throw it in there called a sympathy vote. By the way,
Nice.
Sportniks did point out that no rookie QB has ever won the Super Bowl, and he's saying
Hey,
until now. So, Kevin,
Hey, Sportniks, you're stepping on my notes here later on. He would actually he'd actually be the first rookie QB to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, only.
he
6
says
others
ever
have-
to Super Bowl. Yeah, so that's what he
Yeah,
had.
there you go.
So-
All right, only 6 others have made it to a championship game. So
We shall
for
see.
Now, I guess he's number 6 or number 7 to make it to a championship game.
So,
And his
wow.
defense is the worst ranked of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shut down that rabbit hole and
Okay.
continue this thing there.
All right,
That is
I got
called
number
the
2.
honor roll segment. So number 2 is yours, Dano, and it's
I'm just gonna
Saquon
take whoever I
Barkley.
want. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
That's what
so-
I wanted anyway. So
Yeah, there it is.
Saquon Barkley, 26 rushes for 205 yards in a divisional round of a playoffs, 2 touchdowns. It was 7.9 yards per average. It's not on the screen, but I think he had a couple receptions for about 26, 27 yards as well to go along with that. So Saquon Barkley, like, on a damn roll.
All
Holy
season,
smokes.
dude. I
It
mean,
was so fun to watch that game too. Like,
okay, interrupt the
his 2
program. Interrupting the
Oh, here we
program. Is he the MVP? Is this guy winning the MVP? Are we going to
No.
have a non-QB
I don't
MVP?
think so.
No. What if they
I
win
don't
the
think so.
Super Bowl? Well,
Still going
granted,
to
I guess
Lamar.
they yeah.
I think he's offensive player of the year, but not
Oh,
MVP.
okay. Yeah, there you go. So Josh Allen MVP, and then there you
That's
go.
my thought.
Okay.
Lamar.
So Lamar, okay. Dan's vote went to Lamar, and he definitely has
Lamar's
a vote.
been
so,
doing it with Derrick Henry in the backfield. Josh Allen's been doing it by himself.
hey,
Yeah.
let's settle down with the doing it talk. Let's get back to our
Jesus, Josh.
programming. And
Climb back
there we
in.
go. Rabbit hole closed. And Travis Swift is up next. So, Andrew, on to you. Agman.
All
sorry.
right, now. So, Travis Kelce, he's back in the honor roll nominees. He hasn't been here very often this season, considering he was there a lot last year. 7 receptions, 117 yards, and he hit pay dirt once, 49-yard long, averaged just under 17 yards a catch. Travis Kelce, you, sir, are on a roll, and I know a lot of people hate you for what you do, but you're good at it. So
Yep.
I'm in support. You're on a roll, man.
And I'm not interrupting the programming this time. Let's move on to a loser. Oh, sorry. Sorry about it. No, Matthew Stafford, even though he did not come out on top, so to speak, he did have a good game out there, 26 of 44, 324 yards, 2 TDs. How about 2 rushes for 5 yards? Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
Gotta get all the stats in there.
He had a pathetic rating. It was like an 88 rating. So I was like, I'm not putting that
glad
on
you didn't
there.
put
Come
his
on.
fumbles on there because those were rough.
That was. I mean, there was something. Look, I just feel bad for Matty Stafford. You know, well, I don't really. He won his Super Bowl.
Won a Super Bowl.
He's good to go. But anyway, here we go. So that's our honor roll nominees. These are the 4 of them. The cool thing about this is you all, as the commenters, the people watching the show, get to actually determine who is the winner. Now, these are from their performances last week, and we understand we're pretty much 2 next week already. But look, we all got jobs. This is when I can do the show. So this is it. We already had the poll. The results will be at the end of the show. But yeah, it's on Instagram each week. We'll give you links to all that stuff, and you vote and you determine who wins the honor roll player of the week. So there you go. Wow,
Very
boys,
nicely said.
holy cow. Let's talk about, we had we're down to the segment or the part of the season where, it's not 16 games to talk about anymore. It's just a few. We only had 4 of them last week, right? So not giant record shifters, but I tell you what, when you guys see the overall rankings and where we are in the standings after 281 games, I think. Yeah, 281
Something
games.
like that.
It's incredible. But anyway, there you see it from last week. You had for the week. Sierra was at number 1, Dan 2, Dave 3, all at 3 and 1, and then pretty much everybody else, was 2 and 2. So there you go. That's how it came out last week.
I'm still surprised that we all still got one wrong. Like, we're at the point of the season where we're all still getting unanimous ones wrong.
And I mean, who saw it though, dude? We just had the honor roll player, Jaden Daniels. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the loss that we all took. Was the Washington Commanders, because nobody, talk about on a roll. The freaking Lions have been on a roll for the last few years. And we said it a few years ago, when the Lions are good, the NFL is better. Right. And so anyway, it was a real bummer to see the Lions go down.
The NFC North is playoff busts.
Yeah.
After being the best division in football for the whole year,
So
in regular season, they are all playoff busts.
And then the division that's normally the worst division, like in freaking football,
has 2 competing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. One of them's definitely in the Super Bowl. That's incredible.
I
Dan,
think the AFC is just like chomping at the bit to play whoever wins that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, I would not want to face Saquon in the. I wouldn't want to go against that. But then again, Jaden Daniels, he just keeps proving everybody wrong, dude. He's a weapon out there. So either one of those guys is exciting. Kind of getting ahead and talking about games to be. These are the games that were. So anything we really need to cover other than the fact that that was a total surprise from the Lions and the Commanders?
I'll just point out in that game, Commanders versus Lions, that there was a +5 turnover margin in that game in the Commanders' favor. So 4 interceptions, and then
that's tough.
one fumble. So I know we put Jaden Daniels on the honor roll nominee, and he had a fantastic game. But when your defense is forcing 5 turnovers, I don't know if there's anybody that's ever won a playoff game, giving away the ball that many times.
The turnover margin of 5. Come on. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So that's the way it was. Let's check this out, though. This is incredible. Like I said, 281 games. Look at our standings. We are just packed together. Agman himself right there, 202 and 79. Not a bad score. I am at 280, 201 and 80. Sierra, 200 and 81. So the top 3 are separated by 2 games. I mean, like, that's insane.
I gotta keep it. There's 5 things left.
Well, I tell you what.
Don't screw it up.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, after Sierra, we have a slew of folks at 189 and 92, which includes Kevin, Dan, and Dave.
Yeah.
And then you got Robbie.
Dan, you could fall. You could fall, man.
You got Robbie still tanking Wally season for him. So, I mean, guys, is that incredible that after, however many weeks of football it's been at this point, 21 weeks? I don't know, 20 weeks?
Something.
That we're like the
20?
top 3 are within 2 games of each other. Then we have a 3-way tie. I mean, come on.
Oh,
That's
it's
incredible.
really cool.
That is.
We should be getting paid for this, and we still have regular day jobs. Rich Eisen, who does this for a living, is worse than.
How did I not put that in the news? Actually, did I do that last week?
You did it last NFL show.
Yeah, that's right. At the end of the regular season.
Our podium is beating professionals.
Well, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow too. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so that's the way it worked out. Let's talk about the games to be. There's only 2 of them.
All right.
There's only 2 of them, and surprisingly, we are not unanimous on either of them.
Andrew is going to stay in the lead because both of y'all picked the same damn game.
I know. The only question is will Sierra move back 1 or up 1? That's the only question.
She'd be tied with
crap, that's
second.
true.
Yep. So it's coming down to the coin toss in the Super Bowl. That's what
I know. It's crazy.
Determine who wins or loses.
Because for those who don't know,
it matters.
For those who don't know, this is incredible. At the Super Bowl, we don't just pick 1 game, It's actually, we have 3 things that we pick on the Super Bowl. It's the game itself, the game winner. But then we have the coin flip, which is fantastic. And we have the over-under. And if it comes down to the freaking coin flip, that's going to be fantastic. Like,
that's going to be a great season.
If we somehow go in, dude. Yeah. And by the way, yes, Andrew does know from experience that it does matter what happens on those 3 picks. I can't say 3 games on those 3 picks. Why do you know, Andrew? Tell us.
Because 2 seasons ago, when it was the Chiefs and the Eagles, I picked the Eagles, I picked heads, and I picked under. And I lost all of them.
And so the next year in his packet,
smart-ass Josh here put 0-3 on a sticky note in my pick'em packet for last season, and I opened it up and went, "Oh, what the hell?"
Yeah. And then his pick'em packet for this season showed up 6 months later.
Didn't show up till November.
Yeah, it was incredible. Okay, so let's talk about it. Kevin, explain yourself in the comments. What in the crap are you doing picking Washington and Jaden Daniels?
It's not a bad pick, though.
I know, it's actually not.
However.
Okay, here comes the analysis. Everybody listen. Go.
We trust. So.
In Dan we trust?
Saquon we trust, absolutely.
Yes.
Because they are NFC East rivals, they played each other twice this year, and they happen to be 1-1 against each other. So they both won their home game. So, and where is this game played? It's in Philadelphia, right?
Philly.
However, I will say that the game that the Redskins did win, it was towards the end of the season, and Hurts was not playing. That was when he missed a game or 2 or 3 or however many he missed. So, and they lost by, I think, a field goal or less than a field goal.
It was 3 or 4 points, something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty close. So, but Eagles are 14-1 since October, and that 1 loss was the 1 game against the Commanders that they didn't have Hurts playing. So, because of that, that's why I'm taking Philly. They got Hurts back. He's
home
healthy. They're playing at home. They got the absolutely atrocious Eagles fans in the crowd. They're just going to make life miserable.
They have a jail cell below their stadium.
They're the Texas A&M fans of the NFL. They're just nuts. I mean, am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, I think Philly's a safe pick, but hey, any given Sunday. By the way, in the chat, Sportniks is saying the Jaden Flyer he's basing it on he's hoping the Eagles are going to stub their toe. So
Yeah. Well, there you go.
a
Yeah,
toe
that'll
stub,
happen.
a toe stub. That's that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
good luck, brother. Anyway, then we got a split on the other game. We're half and half on Buffalo KC. Dano, you went KC. We went Buffalo. Did you go by desire? You just want to see KC win a third in the row, or is there? Well, you're the analytics
Tech
guy, so I'm sure you have rationale. Why are the Chiefs going to win?
Andrew said it. Patrick Mahomes went to Texas Tech. Period. There's my choice. Right. So,
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
I didn't. What
sorry,
was that?
Woke me up a little bit.
Patrick Mahomes is like his home is the AFC Championship game, right? So that's where he thrives. 7 straight times. Actually, when you combine him and Brady, they go back 15 years. The last time Brady or Mahomes wasn't in an AFC Championship game was 2010. That's the last time. So,
And one of those times they faced each other.
Yep, that actually was
Mahomes' first one.
Brady, and yeah, exactly.
That
So
was when they made
That's when it happened, right there.
exactly.
They actually did it at halftime.
It's not the torch. It's they passed the script.
football.
They passed the script. So
they passed the yellow flag of the referee.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
So when I look at the one matchup that they had this year, I think it was the Chiefs' first loss of the season, 30-21. Buffalo wins
Bills.
in Buffalo. So take that into consideration. But now it's Chiefs' home game in the playoffs, AFC Championship game. They both
The
have
rules were changed.
Taylor
because of this
Swift in the
matchup.
house. Come on,
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
You might have Caitlin
Caitlin Clark. Yeah, that was
Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
That I tell you what, that
Caitlin
suite
Clark
up there
effect,
is the place to be now. That is the place
I'm worried
to be.
about this Cleet Blakeman as the referee, so I don't think Mahomes is going to get any favors there. But I mean, Mahomes, Kelsey, and then you got Josh Allen, and all his weapons. Like it's going to be
MVP.
It's going to be a great game. So I think they're pretty evenly well matched, but I'll give the nod to Chiefs because one, they're 2-time Super Bowl champs in a row right now, and Patrick Mahomes. So that's the one reason too why the Commanders game was so difficult for me to pick, because I'm a big homer, and they've got Cliff Kingsbury, Texas Tech alum, on the Commander side of the ball as offensive coordinator, but I had to go back with Saquon on that one. Anyway, so that's what I think. What about y'all?
Now, I'll say that mine is the classic pick of I'm going to pick the team. I'm going to do the thing where no matter what happens in the game, I'm happy. Okay, so I want to see Josh Allen finally get his Super Bowl, man. I mean, that kid is so awesome, and he's from Wyoming. He's a Wyoming guy, so that's kind of up by Montana. We feel like we're one with Dan's out. He quit. Oh, just double tap your just do that.
Which one?
Yeah, remember? Dan once upon a time hung up on himself in the middle of a show.
It was great.
Via double tap to the ear.
I'm about to do it on purpose.
I would. Anyway, so I picked because I want to see Josh Allen get a Super Bowl, but you know what? When it comes to seeing history being made, especially in sporting events, well, particularly in sporting events, I'm all for it. So getting to be here for the Brady era and see that is incredible. I mean, I'm like, I'm thankful. Okay, I know that's dumb, I guess, maybe, but we saw history, dude. It's 7 Super Bowl rings. Are you kidding me? And then if we see 3 Super Bowls in a row by a team, it's just like I'm happy seeing that. So I'm good either way. Andrew, you probably actually have some rationale behind why you picked the Bills, though. So why don't you talk for a while?
It's more not necessarily rationale on this one. This is more just, you just see success, and congratulations to the Chiefs for being as good as they have been for as long as they have been. I'm over it. Like, I'm just kind of over it. It was the same argument that people had in 2018 with the Patriots, and then they finally started to fizzle out. But I want Josh Allen to do well. I think he's the league MVP. The Bills have beaten the Chiefs before. Granted, it was in Buffalo, It's now in Kansas City with all of their black magic, whatever they have there going on. The Big Red Big Mac with Andy Reid or whatever. I don't know what they
something.
have,
The
but
Walrus.
I just want to see the Bills knock off the Chiefs because they've done it before. It would be good drama because then the internet would explode and whine and cry about it. So it's good internet.
And then
Either
the
way-
Bills
Good
could go into
TV.
the Super Bowl and miss a field goal. So
Right, you never know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh, God.
it would just be cool to. I don't know. It'd be cool to see the three-peat as far as history goes. You're right about that. I agree.
You
That
know
would
what?
be-
I forgot about that.
It's never been done.
I did also get to see a team go to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lose 4 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Happened to be the
It
Bills.
happened to be
Sorry,
the
Jim
Bills.
Kelly. But
Also, it would just be
unlike
cool
the
going
Vikings
off of
who lost 4,
yeah,
but not in a row.
4, not in a row. So we're fine.
hey, we've only
2 in a
lost
row.
1, so you know.
You only made it once.
Yeah, exactly. Duh. Thanks, dude.
I know.
Oh well,
Only
I
made
guess,
it once.
yeah.
We've at least
Okay.
made it 4 times, but we still
Shut
lost
your
one.
mouth
Anyway,
when you're
we're not-
talking to
We're
me.
not talking for.
Can I
we're not
mute this
talking-
kid?
Mhm.
Wah, wah, wah. Anyway,
We're not talking perfect like all that stuff here, but going off of, I'm gonna pick Josh's brain here because I know we are the uniform color guys
Oh,
and
no.
liking all of this stuff.
what's this going to
Um,
have to do with
How
anything?
cool would it be? How cool would it be to see blue versus green in the Super Bowl instead of just constant Chiefs red all the time? But to see that Bills blue uniform and
mind
the
it
Eagles
that
green,
much.
that'd be super cool. That'd be cool.
I'm not necessarily so concerned about the colors on the field, although I am
I
a
know.
giant fan of all the uniforms. Well, some of the uniforms. I'm a big fan
You're a
of
giant fan?
reviewing the uniforms and the special uniforms, et cetera, et cetera. I would like to see, I'll tell you this, color rush for both in the Super Bowl. Like, that would be
Oh.
sick.
I want to
you
see
know?
Kelly Green versus just the classic all blue.
Let's do it. No, finally well, we can't go red because then it would look like the Chiefs. I would say finally give the Bills the red jersey. In fact, let's pause right here and let's give another jersey away. Blaine Thompson, you just won a jersey. You didn't even have to say sign me up, but you just won a Stephon Diggs Bills red jersey. Right here. You just won it just for being here. Congratulations. It's yours. We'll work with Dave on how to get it to you. So 2 jerseys given away today. How about
Wow.
that?
Giving away like candy. Nice.
Look, hey, there you go. Anyway. Go
not even
Bills, but
Christmas.
anyone except Skins Eagles, please. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. One of them, Dano, is going to be in there regardless. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Anyway, let's move on to the last segment of the show, which is revealing our honor roll champion. You know, and this,
Is it in doubt?
and why not? We got Dano in the comments. Why not put a Washington guy out there? It's Jaden Daniels, the Rook. The Rook for
Oh,
Washington.
Wow. I thought it was for sure going to be Saquon.
I know, me too, but
I think it was the
All right.
upset that tipped it over for him.
Yeah.
yeah,
very true.
Jaden Daniels actually won the poll. I thought Saquon won as well. I think it was a 1 vote
Your
difference.
Your wife is yelling at you.
Stop making me go to the post office. Hey, for the Dano jersey, I just got to walk to church and drive to church and give it to him. So there's one. Anyway, so yeah, Jaden Daniels. There you see his stats. The kid is absolutely, I think, solidifying himself as the rookie of the year, and was absolutely on a roll last week. We'll see if he does it again this week. I hope he is, because that'll mean it's actually a good game. I mean, we know that Saquon's going to get his, right? You know it's coming, and you can't stop it. So we know we're going to see a heavy dose of Saquon anyway, and that's going to be exciting. It would be nice if we actually, and sorry about it, Faithletic Dano, it would be nice if we actually saw an entertaining game between those two. What do you got? Yeah? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Any comments? No? Anybody?
No.
All right. What are we at?
You said it all.
Yeah, I've said everything that needs to be said. With that, let's just do this then. These are our socials, folks. This is the last slide of the day. Well, actually, before we get done, Dan is there as our analytics guy, as a man who never has had a loss for words. Do you have anything else we need to talk about tonight? Any stats you need to throw out? Any inappropriate comments? Anything?
I mean, I always have some inappropriate comments for you, Josh. So I think I threw out all the things that I wrote down to talk about today. So I'm just looking forward to some good football this weekend. I don't think I think there's evenly matched teams in both games. So don't think we're going to see any blowouts by any means. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. And even though I picked the Eagles to win, I really hope the Commanders.
Hey,
The Commanders beat
hey,
them.
it's a good pick. You're happy either way. Agman,
Yeah, I guess.
anything?
It'll be some good football.
Yep.
I mean, it'll be fun.
All right, before we get out of here, take a quick screenshot so you have our faces. Everybody smile. Yeah, there it is. No, you're actually screenshotting so you have those QR codes. You can go back to it in your photos later. Hold your finger on any one of those QR codes. It'll take you to that site. I mean, it's just that easy. Anyway, let's get the heck out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. We love y'all. Y'all are the absolute best. Oh, I got to find the credits slide. See ya.
See ya.